The history of the Ijora chieftaincy title dates back to the early settlement of Lagos. The first Ijora of Lagos, Alara Orujin, was one of the children of Olofin who settled at Ido. Olofin was said to have shared the surrounding settlement amongst his sons, which he administered through a confederal system of government.
Ara, only ìwé fi gba lui. Ìwé tí ìbò ń bi léèrè tó dún pé ẹ kó lọ sí Iganmu kó wọn ará àwọn olódúró yìí ó náà wọn ará òun ẹrú wà ń bẹ ọmọ wà ń bẹ kò lè lé wọn àwọn tá ni wọ̀nyí àwọn ará òun ìtumọ̀ ará nìyẹn ẹrú àtọmọ ló ń ṣèlú ẹrú àtọmọ ló ń ṣègà ẹrú yan olóyè tí mo gbọ́ nítàn ẹrú torí pé kí wọ́n fi yàn ọ̀hún ló mọ tó ẹrú ẹ̀ mọ tí ẹ ti wẹ̀ da inú ọmọ olóyè yẹn pé eléyìí tẹ̀wọ́ lọ́rùn nǹkan fóyè.
Since then, the Ijora chieftaincy title with the white cap status has become established as a major component of Lagos traditional institution. As one of the longest existing chieftaincy lineage, 18 Ijora have reigned in Lagos, the last of whom was Chief Fatai AREMU OYEYINKA AROMIRE, now His Royal Majesty Oba Fatai AREMU OYEYINKA AROMIRE Oyegbemi II, Ijora of Ijora and Iganmu Kingdom.
Oyè tó jẹ́ yìí ṣe pé kò tọrọ ẹ̀ jẹ oyè ilé bàbá ẹ̀ ní ìkíní bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi tí bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí èmi ọmọ Bákàrè Fáró Ijora Kẹ̀rẹ̀mẹ́sì ní bàbá tèmi tó bí èmi Àjàyí Ijora táwa tí èmi ò bọ́ jùmọ̀ Àjàyí mo mọ bàbá tó bí mi Kẹ̀rẹ̀mẹ́sì náà bá mi dé mo gbójú mọ́ dáadáa Bákàrè Fáró lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ Ajíbọ́lá ó jẹ tí Olúbọdè kú tó bọ́ sọ́rọ̀ nífà Kẹ̀rẹ̀mẹ́sì ló dé sórí lẹ́yìn Kẹ̀rẹ̀mẹ́sì tàbí ìlànà àkápò ó jẹ Kẹ̀rẹ̀mẹ́sì ló dé Ijora wa ilé ní Fàtáyì orí tiẹ̀ ní adé ti wọ̀lú Ijora yìí orí tiẹ̀ ládé ti wọ̀lú Ijora yìí tàbẹ̀ sí dádé Ọlọ́run Olódùmarè kó lọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀mí ẹ̀.
After the demise of the last chief, Babaudan, which is popularly called Babaudan, that's what we call it. Naturally, if there's a vacancy like that, a lot of people will fight for the position. We have some people who are like our brother, Mr. Kiyomi, Blessed Momori, more or less in the forefront of becoming the chief of Ijora. But luckily for him, you cannot decide who will become a chief or a king. But naturally, becoming a king or a chief is not a thing that can be done in a jiffy. Some people will be preparing for it. That they want to be this and be that, and then they'll be preparing for that particular position. And there's some people who will be lucky enough that they will not fight for it, they will not struggle for it, but God being in his position, somebody will emerge. He was a lucky somebody, and some of the family members at that time who rallied him, and then he became the chief.
The ascension of OBAFATAI AREMU OYEYINKA AROMIRE to the position of Chief Ojora on Sunday 5th of June 1994, a white-capped chief and a member of the Iganmu chieftaincy class of landowners, marked a new dawn in the illustrious history of Ojora chieftaincy title. With the advantage of his working experience as an officer in the Ojora royal family office for 14 years, OBAFATAI AREMU AROMIRE was not only well prepared for this position, he actually initiated various programs that has catapulted the family to enviable heights.
Our Oba started as a chief, and lately he became the Oba of Ojora land. He's a very nice somebody. He's a philanthropist. He cares for the family, and we all love him.
On the strength of experience and information at his disposal, OBAFATAI AREMU AROMIRE renewed various battles to reclaim what belongs to the family at two critical fronts. The first was the legal fight to regain vast expanse of land of the Ojora family that had been encroached, occupied, and unlawfully being sold to people in Iganmu area. The legal case was actually instituted at the Lagos High Court in 1972, with little or no success recorded. OBAFATAI AROMIRE AREMU assembled a very strong and reliable legal team which successfully pursued the case and obtained victory at the Court of Appeal in Lagos. The legal battle continued at the Supreme Court in Abuja, and on Friday, 3rd of April 2009, the highest court in Nigeria upheld the judgment of the appeal court, which earlier ruled that the entire Ijora and Iganmu land belongs to the Ojora family. It was a victory well deserved after 37 years of legal struggle.
Kabiyesi, I cannot but use the importance of this occasion to comment on a matter that has become a matter for public discussion. The recent judgment of the Supreme Court as it relates to the land of your family. As I said before, I was part of that journey, but the Supreme Court has vindicated you, and I believe God has vindicated you. But as you exercise the rights over that land, I urge you and members of the family to do so in accordance with the law. There is a time for everything. And of course, finally, those who are tenants of your land should respect the judgment and give you your rights. And I believe that when you work with lawyers and accountants, there will be a proper method for determining what is a fair value, a humane compensation for them to pay to you. I urge you and members of the Ojora family to be gracious in victory, to be magnanimous in victory, and to recognize your roles as custodians and leaders of the community.
Lánàá kápò, olóyè Ojora kápò, Ajíbọ́lá bẹ̀rẹ̀ tọ́ ẹ̀ láti pilẹ̀ Ajíbọ́lá olùpẹ̀jọ́ Iganmu ó lọ ọlọ́jọ́ dé àrò ládégà ọdúngbòrò àlefa òun náà tún lọ ọlọ́jọ́ dé lọ́jọ́ akọ́n ABDULFATAI Ojora Oyegbemi the second. Akápò ti rojọ́ judgment ló kù tó máa gbà tó ti sẹ́ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kó máa sọ kó máa bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run judgment ló kù tó máa gbà. Fatai tó di ọba lẹ́nì ogoro àlefa yẹn òun ló gba judgement dání torí àwọn tó ṣẹ̀ wá sí ọ̀hún ta wọ́n fi háyà ní ọ̀hún ta bàbá tèmi Olúbòde Bákàrè Fáró ó sọ bódì ìlú ẹ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ torí Ajégúnlẹ̀ fún yín nígbà tó Olúbòde máa sọ Ajégúnlẹ̀ 1940 ló sọ Ajégúnlẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n ìyá tiẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n ìyá kábíyèsí wa yìí olùfijẹ́ balẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ àwọn mẹlẹ́bí bá dùn ọ́n fi ṣe kò ní fi jẹ́ ó fi jẹ́ lẹ́ni kọ́ mo là ń dúró sí lẹ́ni gbogbo ọjọ́ pẹ̀lú ọjọ́ra Ajégúnlẹ̀ là ń lò Olúbòde ló dálẹ̀ Bákàrè Fáró Olúbòde tó bẹ̀ mí bá kí tí n bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí Ajégúnlẹ̀ Ayétòrò Àgàwùsá Alábà.
Everybody knew when that case was decided some years back. It has been on for a long time. We have about 2 or 3 chiefs who have been pursuing this case. Some people will feel perhaps it's a long time and you don't like to continue, but we know anything that is good. The struggling and the overwhelming problem is not an easy task. We are happy when it started, but we know it's a very long sojourn. It involves money, time, and even lately, by the time they move the capital they have to be going to Abuja all the time to fight for this case. And we are happy that at the end of the day, we are all happy what really happened because we won the case. And well over 30-something years, this case has been on. And he's a man who, at the end of the day, he got the judgment for Ijora family.
Bàbá wa yìí òun ni ó ṣe ribiribi àwọn bàbá ńlá wa tíwájú ti ṣe nípa ọ̀rọ̀ Ìganmu wọ́n ṣe kéèsì tí wọ́n ríyanjú ẹ̀ nígbà tí bàbá wa yìí débẹ̀ Ọlọ́run fún ṣe òun ló parí Ìganmu la jàre wá sílé lọ́lọ́run fún alárí.
With this judgment, Ijora and Iganmu Kingdom now covers almost 9 local government areas and has over 46 baales. OBADULFATAI AREMU AROMIRE sits over these areas and institutions, ensuring peace and progress all across the kingdom.
Bí ó tẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ẹ̀ẹ̀kan àbí méjì wà tí ẹ pé àwọn nǹkan tí ó tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn àmọ́ gbogbo bàbá ṣe ń sọ sí wọn gbọ́ sí wa lẹ́nu àsìnjọ́ ń sọ wọ́n ń tò gbogbo ìtókù kọ́lọ́n kó fún wọn ṣe.
The second was the efforts to ensure a befitting status for the Ijora chieftaincy title. OBADULFATAI AREMU AROMIRE again renewed this tussle, pushing through the rigors and processes of the chieftaincy tribunal set up for that purpose. All the necessary approval and official instruments needed to upgrade the Ijora chieftaincy title to a full-fledged Oba was successfully obtained from the government.
Torí nílé bàbá mi Kẹ̀rẹ̀mẹ́sì ni mo gbọ́njú bá. Bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé bàbá tó bí bàbá mi ó joyè Aromire ní 1910. Bàbá tó bí bàbá mi ó kú ní 1920. Aromire ló jẹ. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí wọ́n bí bàbá wa kábíyèsí wa yìí wọ́n sọ fún bàbá mi kó lọ mú gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá ẹ̀ lò fi wúyè kó lọ mú wá. Bàbá mi dẹ̀ lọ kó gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá ẹ̀ lò ńjọ́ náà tó fi wúyè ó kó jáde wọ́n wá lò fún ńjọ́ náà àmọ́ pé ó nídìí pàtàkì báyìí. So nígbà tí oyè wá di ọba ó wá gbadéwọ̀lú àkọ́kọ́ nílùú Ìjọra ó mú Kẹ̀rẹ̀mẹ́sì kúrò tó ń dé ó sọ di adé nǹkan yìí ńlá ni kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí nílùú yìí àwa làkọ́kọ́ tọ́lọ́run ṣe fún so inú mi dùn fún oore náà mo dẹ̀ wá gbé pé lórúkọ Jésù kò ní bàjẹ́.
Consequently, Chief ABDULFATAI AREMU AROMIRE's status as the Chief Ijora of Lagos was upgraded to a first-class Oba in Lagos State. He was subsequently installed and crowned as the Ijora of Ijora and Iganmu Kingdom, as the staff of office was presented to him on Saturday, 3rd of March 2010 by His Excellency, Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, the Governor of Lagos State.
Whereas the Ijora of Ijora in the Apapa local government area of Lagos State is a recognized chieftaincy title under the provisions of Part 2 of the Order and Chiefs Law, Cap 02 Laws of Lagos State of Nigeria 2003, whereas the Ijora community requested for the resuscitation of its ownership status, whereas the state government referred the request to the Standing Tribunal of Inquiry for investigation and report, whereas the state government has accepted the recommendation of the tribunal for the resuscitation of the title of the Order of Ijora and the elevation of its incumbent. Now, therefore, I, Mr. Babatunde SAN, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, in the exercise of powers conferred on me under Section 22I of the Order and Chiefs Law, both laws of Lagos State of Nigeria 2003, and by virtue of all other powers enabling me in that behalf, hereby approve the appointment of ABDULFATAI OYEYINKA AROMIRE as the Oba Ijora of Ijora in the
Like the history we had as the Dejo, that's what we, all the Dejos are the landowners. And all of them want to aspire to be the Oba of their kingdom at any given time. And we first started with I think Elegushi was the first one. Then Oniruchu came in. We have the Oloto who came in lately. And then our Oba of late, about 2 or 3 years ago, when we was made the Oba of Ojora Kingdom. Everybody will be happy, from chief to Oba. It's not an easy task. Go to tribunal, a lot of things happens, and then when the states eventually give us the green light that we have been given that position, we are all the family. If you see that day, you see what really happened. All the sons and daughters of Ojora, we are all there, and we are happy because I made a history for that position. So we thank God.
In spite of the two seemingly huge challenges of pushing through the legal battles for the recovery of Ojora land and the upgrading of the status of the Ojora title, Chief Fatai Aremu Aromire did not lose focus of the need to pursue and attract developmental projects to Ijora and the Iganmu kingdoms. In the last 20 years, the kingdom has witnessed considerable infrastructural transformation which cuts across social and economic sectors.
We know how Ijora was at that time, but if you could look at the development in Ijora today and Iganmu, it has brought in a lot of achievement, a lot of development. Ijora Oloye Road has been tied, Odofin Street, Adejunior Street in Ijora. If you look at Lawal Akapo Street in Ijora, Ijora Oloye Primary School has been redeveloped, giving us a new development now. Then let us move to Upper Iganmu LCDA. Upper Iganmu LCDA, if you look at the school in Gaskia College, which is under my control now, the government has given us a millennial school in Gaskia College. If you go down to Eroti Primary School, you will see a millennial school there. And in the area, there are a lot of roads that have been tied now under its regime. If you see Gaskia College Road, if you see Cemetery Road now, which is Amoko, right from Roundabout till Alaba now, you will not feel any go slow. It has been tied during its regime. And a lot of health centers, hospitals has been developed. Upper General Hospital has been developed. Now in my own community, which is Olojon Okioja, they've given us a standard 24/7 primary health center now. Sari Iganmu also has a 24/7 primary health center, which they've developed, and they have qualified doctors and qualified nurses there.
Gbogbo ìlú Ijora gbà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn Kwara náà kópa yìí náà ti gbogbo ẹ̀ gbà ló ti sọ di tuntun fún wa. Ó dẹ̀ lé wọn kó ń bẹ̀ nínú èmi náà dẹ̀ dùn sí pé kí ni àwọn Kwara ṣe máa wá láti ìlú wọn ká máa wá dominate wá ń bí báyìí èmi ò fara mọ́ òun náà dẹ̀ fara mọ́ pẹ̀lú mi ó dẹ̀ ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ yẹn tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo àwọn kùhárà yẹn gbà wọ́n lé wọn kúrò lórí ibi tí wọ́n gbé wà tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ ìjọra náà là ń lo bẹ́ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn bí kùhárà bá tiẹ̀ máa gbalẹ̀ sẹ́yìn wọ́n máa rí ọjọ́ra àbí kó wá rí mi pé nǹkan báyìí làwọn fẹ́ ṣe máa nílà kò burú ẹ máa lọ ná ẹ jẹ́ ń rí ọjọ́ra tọ́jọ́ra bá fún mi láṣẹ ẹ lè ṣe àmọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá fún mi láṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dán òpin rẹ ẹ tẹ́síra yín lọ́wọ́ ni o.
The government himself had more interest to our community. Immediately he becomes sober. Get to our new express now. It's now 12 lanes. As a matter of it, it's first in Africa. So presently we are having a Coca Stadium, Coca Mini Stadium, which at least within our community is a proud to us, is a proud to all the youths. So getting to the school, look at Jubilee, look at Coca Primary School. We have as more as we can point to. And even the House of our representatives today, they had more to development because the interest of Oba was being carried by all of them. So even look at Iganmu Road now. Before you can move from that place, it can take you a long time. But today it's now an express. Move from here, Koka to Orile, you can see what is happening. You can see development. You see new model buildings between left and right of it. So it's a thing we can be proud of, and we thank God for giving us that type of leadership.
His coming in is more or less God's gift, because he came in at the very time that he championed the cause of development in the whole of Ijora Kingdom. A lot of improvements. Talk of schools, building of new central mosque, donation of gifts, awarding of scholarships, and so many other things are mentioned.
Just like his predecessor, my uncle, who used to be the Ojora of Lagos, relates with people in government fighting for their community. Okay, we need this, we need that, we need that. He never really allowed us to rest until we were able to do a lot of roads for him, for the community. And we actually had to open up Ijora, create more roads that will lead into Ijora. Before now, just 2 roads leads into Ijora, in and out of Ijora. But we've been able to give them an additional road. He believes in the development of his domain, and he has been working with the local government and the state government in carrying out this. And that's the reason why you have a lot of developmental projects within his area. So he wouldn't mind sacrificing his personal benefits for the community. Other people, they expect what they actually got from close to 6 years in government, and they've been, very grateful to this administration, and we won't rest until we do more. Presently now we're constructing an artificial football field, grass for them in Ijora, and that is one of their major focus. They love football so much in Ijora, so and they don't really have anywhere where they play football. So we as the local government, we're actually constructing a football field with artificial turf for them, which will be completing before the end of this tenure.
Ọlọ́run dìídì yàn fún gbogbo ọmọ Ijora nílùú lóko ni. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe ribiribi sí àárín ẹbí yìí. Ó tún ìlú Ijora ṣe. Gbogbo nǹkan tó wà nílùú Ijora ó ti yàtọ̀ sí ti tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Kò sí ìjà láàárín ẹbí, kò sí ìta. Òun ni a lè máa pè ní àfìdí pọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀.
There is a lot of development in Ijora now. Let's say the schools, water, most especially road on some various area. Then, and let's talk about the family too. Some the jobless people started giving job Since he has become Oba now, he has right to say, my community need this, my community need that. So those are the development coming after he became the Oba.
His Royal Majesty has been using his position to attract government and corporate interventions in the provision of health, education, housing and road projects in the kingdom. He has also been able to attract industrial development to Ijora land.
Our government continues to work. We are mindful of the urgent need for redevelopment of the road under the Ijora Causeway, and work is at quite an advanced stage that will enable us come there to give relief to that road.
Personally, OBAFATAI AREMU AROMIRE spearheaded the completion and the commissioning of the Ijora Oloye Central Mosque on Friday 28th of December 2012. The mosque is part of the projects implemented to encourage religious harmony and ensure the peace and progress of Ijora through prayers said there.
Pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run, ìrànlọ́wọ́ wọn, mọ́ṣáláṣí wa yìí ó wá di ohun tí ó dùn rí lónìí, ó di ohun tó ṣe é rí, ó wá di ohun tó já sí pé kódà ẹni tí ò gbénú Ìjọra, àwọn táwọn náà wá ń gbọ́ròyìn nípa mọ́ṣáláṣí wa nínú Ìjọra, àwọn náà wá sọ pé àfi káwọn dé Ìjọra káwọn náà kírun káwọn tiẹ̀ wo bó ti ṣe rí, torí pé láti àìmọye ọdún sẹ́yìn tí a ti dáwọ́lé mọ́ṣáláṣí ní kíkọ́, bó ti ẹ̀já sí wípé ìmọ̀ọ́mù tó gbéṣẹ́ lánàá òun ni ó pèlẹ̀ foundation náà táwọn náà dẹ̀ sapá sasẹ̀ lórí pé kí mọ́ṣáláṣí yọrí, ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run ọba lọ́ba tó máa ń yọrí nǹkan, ìyọrí mọ́ṣáláṣí náà Ọlọ́run àfi bàbá wa ọba ABDULFATAI ó fi ṣe ìyọrí mọ́ṣáláṣí náà.
Again, His Royal Majesty has expended great resources to support different projects in his domain. He donated building materials, generators and mats, including various sums of money for the development of mosques and churches in his kingdom. As a compliment, OBAFATAI AREMU AROMIRE has ensured a regular celebration of the Elegba festival. Elegba Ejiwa is a deity inherited from Olofin and worshipped by all Idajo chiefs. It is synonymous with peace, harmony and good health. Here, the Elegba is celebrated with the Ijora festival, which also stands as the grand finale.
Our family heritage and cultural design, especially the Ijiwa, the Elegbas. It is the time everybody comes around. It's a 7 days program, and we're all happy. We do it, fun, fair, drink, enjoy yourself. We pay homage to our great forefathers. It is we believe, and we believe at that time, peace will reign in that kingdom.
As a former footballer and table tennis player, OBAFATAI AROMIRE has strong interest in football, and as such, he frequently sponsors and supports grassroots sports competitions, such as the Oba Ojora soccer competition. The advantage of this initiative is that the youths are productively engaged and the rate of insecurity in the kingdom is drastically reduced.
Kò sí nǹkan tá béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn tí wọn ò ní fún wa, wọn ṣe èèyàn burúkú, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe dáadáa fún wa. Tẹ́nìkan bá fẹ́ bá wa jà, àwọn ọmọ dúró tì wá ni. Ìyẹn ọmọ Ìjọra ń bì yìí o. Ìgbà kan ta kógi wá, táwọn kan wá látorí lé. Wọ́n ní wọ́n máa kó igi yẹn, wọ́n kó igi yẹn lọ. A dẹ̀ lọ pé náà ọmọ bí gbogbo wọn wá dúró. Ẹni tó rí múnú wọn èèyàn 4. Wọ́n ní ibi náà máa kógi yẹn wá báwọn tí wọ́n bá kó wá wọn ní ṣíṣẹ̀ ń bí wọ́n dẹ̀ máa lọ sun ṣọ́ọ̀bù wọn ni. Wọ́n dẹ̀ kógi yẹn wá látọ̀hún, èyí tó já náà wọ́n ní kàn dì. Wọ́n dúró tì wá, àwọn ọmọ Ìjọra bí wọn ò ṣẹ̀ wá. Kò sí nǹkan tá a béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn tí wọ́n fún wa. Àgàgà kábíyèsí o. Ọlẹ́ máa gòkè ni kò ní rẹ́lẹ̀ o.
As proof of his good heart, OBAFATAI AREMU AROMIRE also donates various kinds of food items to the motherless babies and the old people's home every year. Through this, Kabiyesi continues to identify with these groups as he makes sure that no one is left out in the kingdom.
At least I have witnessed nothing less than 2 or 3 times in occasion that he will donate many things to many people. He's hosting football club, hosting many type of what can make youth happy within the community. He donates many things to particularly wheelships. There are many of us is being given car. So it's a person that nobody will cry to him that will not laugh on his way out.
ní nǹkan bí oṣù máàṣe ṣe gbogbo opó tó gba nǹkan bíbá yìí wọ́n ṣe 300 èèyàn aṣọ oúnjẹ owó gbogbo nǹkan ló fún wọn tó owó kan tiẹ̀ sí mùsùlùmí àti ìgbàgbọ́ àtàwọn ẹlẹ́sìn àbáláyé gbogbo ẹ̀ ló kó pọ̀.
kábíyèsí tó jẹ́ yẹn tó dáa ó lè ń ṣàánú fẹ́ anybody wàláhì à ń fi kábíyèsí kó ra àgbàdo kó kú ara gbogbo bí tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti rọjò kábíyèsí láburú ìwọ ọlọ́jọ́ tẹ̀lé kó mọ jẹ́ ti sí wọn ni kábíyèsí ṣèyàn ara ta ń wá ń ṣe lóore mọ kékeré ń wá ń ṣe lóore ó dẹ̀ help anybody lórí rẹ̀ yìí kábíyèsí kó pẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tó fi lé àwọn àrọ́mọdọ́mọ ẹ̀ kó fi lé wọn lọ́wọ́ kábíyèsí dẹ̀ ń try àdẹ̀ ń gbádùn kábíyèsí wọ́n kọ́ bí mọ́ra mọ kékeré wọ́n kọ́ ẹ̀gbìnbọn kábíyèsí lára ó ń gbà mọ́ra àgbàlagbà ó ń bá wa ṣeré ó ń ṣẹ́fíìsì fún wa kò dẹ̀ kóre àǹfààní inú ìlú yìí kò kó lọ síta ìjọra yẹn náà ló ti ṣẹ́fíìsì.
ọba gidi èèyàn tààrà ni tá a bá tún rí wí ni abùnábùtà ni ẹni tí ń fẹ́ ni tí ò ní ni ọba bẹ́kún wọlé ẹ̀rín ni wàá bá jáde tó bí o bá ṣe pé ọba tó jọba gidi ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn nílé gbàyàn níbi tá a wà ká mọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ń bẹ̀ èèlẹ̀ ń balẹ̀ ń jẹ́ ni ẹ̀ ń dọ̀tí ilẹ̀ ń ní tó ògbójọ́ ni wọ́n sì ti ń ṣe ọba òun ni wáyé pé kí ló ń ṣe níbẹ̀ ń tó bí wọ́n bá sì ń ṣe nǹkan tágbára náà bá ká lọ jòkó tì hàn torí àlówó tá a lè fọ́jọ́ra àmọ́ kí wọ́n bá ṣe nǹkan àwa náà yóò pàṣẹ tì á lọ jòkó tì wọ́n so ọjọ́ra èèyàn níwà kí mọ̀ ní tiẹ̀ lára o àmọ́ èmi ò rí àlébù wọn lọ́dọ̀ tèmi torí pé mi ò súnmọ́ wọn ju pé kí wọ́n ṣe nǹkan kémi náà pàṣípètì lọ mi sì gbọ́ pé bóyá àwọn pẹ̀lú ẹnìkan jà èèyàn sì lè wà náà kẹ́ mọ̀ jà àwọn pẹ̀lú ẹnu ń jà so ABDULFATAI ọjọ́ra ọba gidi ni ó sì láìkì aráàlú ó láìkì àlejò à ń gbádùn wọn.
bàbá dáadáa ni wọn nítorí gbogbo apárápátá náà la mọ̀ wọn àtijọ́ tèmi dẹ̀ ti dé ìjọra ẹ̀ adúpẹ́ fọlọ́run ọrọ̀ ajé bíbá ẹ̀ wà òkè gbogbo wa là ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan lẹ́sọ̀ kò sí wàhálà kò sí kankan ìwọ̀nba iṣẹ́ díẹ̀díẹ̀ tó bá wá ọlọ́run fàlùbáríkà sí àsìkò wọn dẹ̀ dà.
In his 20 eventful years on the throne of his forefathers, Oba Fatai Aremu Aromire has fostered unity and peaceful coexistence amongst the Ojora chieftaincy family and among the people of Ijora and Iganmu kingdom. At great personal sacrifices, he has ensured that all hands are on deck in order to take the kingdom to greater heights. Born on 1st of January 1953 to late Pa Jimo Oladipo and Madam Wulemot Agbeke Aromire, Oba ABDULFATAI OYEYINKA Olashile Aremu Aromire attended St. Theresa's Primary School in Apapa, Lagos from 1958 to 1964. He was then admitted into the Lagos Secondary Commercial Academy, LASCA, now Ilupeju College, and was there between 1964 and 1969 for his post-primary education. While in school, Kabiyesi was a great football player and a sports enthusiast. On completion of secondary school education, he joined the prison department of the Federal Ministry of Internal Affairs, now the Nigerian Prison Service, in 1969 and worked there for 10 years. He left the service to work in the Ojora Royal Family Office from 1980 to 1994. The same year, precisely on 5th of June, he was chosen by the Oracle as the 18th Ojora of Lagos. He thus became a white-cap chief and a member of the Idajo chieftaincy class. He remained in this position until year 2010, when he became a full-fledged Oba.
My predecessors died in 1993. So it's the turn of my royal family to present candidate for the stool then. So the head of our family then was Oba Kasali Asheni, the Onitiri of Itire, then was the head of Oyegbemi ruling house. A letter was written to him by the head of Ojora royal family then, that's Prince Lasisi Ajayi Ojora, is the head of Ojora royal family then. So he wrote a letter to Oba Kasali Asheni, who is the head of Oyegbemi branch of Ojora family. And Oba Kasali Asheni then called the whole family to a meeting in Ojora here, that he has received a letter from the head of Ojora royal family that we should present a candidate for the stool. So in that called the family then, and nobody precisely then can said when the last Oyegbemi became the Ojora of Lagos then. Nobody can say the years. So we now put it in the vote that let us do it like this. Let all the ruling houses in Oyegbemi present a candidate. So all the branches of Oyegbemi present a candidate that everybody should write a letter who's interested. Actually, for God, I don't have interest because I'm supporting someone. When everybody wrote that letter and sent it to the Oba Onitiri, and I called the whole family meeting again and said, now he doesn't want to pick anybody by himself, that he have to use a oracle, that rational way to pick the candidate. So we now fix a date in his palace at Itire that everybody should be there. So every one of us went there. So we are 7 in number. The first person whom I'm even supporting lost. The second person lost. The third person, the father could pick him. That's Alhaji Sikiru Onikolo. When the father could pick him, as a plain person, the Oba is said, because Alhaji Sikiru Onikolo comes from his own ruling house, he doesn't want him. That will be that maybe it's partial. So it was dropped. Another person, one Oyadino, the FAB picked him too. That is good. So Oyadino now came out openly that he's a Catholic. So he don't want to become an Ojora, because anybody who become Ojora will be a traditionalist. So he doesn't want to be a traditionalist. It's better I stay at his church. So he now came to my own senior brother's turn. So when the father oracle said, my brother doesn't fit to be the Ojora, everybody is tired. Myself, because I don't have interest. When they try all the other members of the family, when the father didn't pick them, right? The father could now ask them that, what of this gentleman sitting down? Is he a member of this family? The Oba said yes. Let him try his luck. The father could now say, the father priest now say I should step out. And I step out. And I give me the cowrie. Give me the cowrie. And I say, before God, I don't tell us, I don't even say anything. Because I'm not interested, because I'm supporting someone. When I hold the cowrie like this, I just say, it's hard to throw it. I don't pay that. I don't see that the priest just stand up and say, Kabiesio, Kabiesio, Kabiesio. I feel surprised. What's wrong? He said, and I turned to Obanito that this is AGOB. So everybody started looking at each other. What's wrong? What's wrong? Because I'm the youngest. People look at me and say, Oyegbemi. Seems to be a problem. They see my mood, I'm not happy because I have a candidate that I'm supporting myself. I feel bad for picking me then. Well, so when I saw it myself stand up, I saw the face of the person I'm supporting, the other candidates too, everybody are not happy, including my own immediate senior brother. And I told them, I'm the youngest person among you people. Let us go to another privacy room of the Onitra. Let us go and discuss. We are all male child. So when we went to that sitting room, and I said, let us go back to Ijora. You, my brother, who I'm supporting, I'm ready to release this tune to you because I'm not interested. I want to travel out. We now agreed that the second day, because it's going to around 6:30 then before we finish that ceremony. So let's just meet at Ijora by 10 a.m. the second day. Finally, when all of us agreed, the contestants, everyone of us agreed. So going back to where by Therese sitting down to go and give him our words. When I went there, I just see that all my clothes were torn down. I have to run for my life to Iture police station beside the Oba's palace. It was Alhaji Buhari Oloto who saved my life that day. I would be killed. So when they went to bring me back to Ijora with this police van, it was one of the, when in the police station, see their this uniform, their mufti. They have to give me one of the civilian cloth to wear. So and I sat down in this police van. So on my way coming, that's one Yoruba man is from Oyo, is a policeman. We sat together inside that van. When asking me, are you a slave in that house? How are you to that place? I said, I'm from a male child too. My father is a male child. He said, you're a male child. I'm not a female child. I'm from a male child. He said, automatically, it was your forefathers that picked you. Because I narrate everything to him. And I said, don't reject it. Take this thing. So that man's statement just pulled me up. It's true now. I'm a male child. I may be a young man, but I have the right too. So I started to change my mood immediately when I heard that man's words. So reaching Ijora now, everybody have added that it was me that if I could put. I'm the head of the youth in Ijora. So the youth have taken over that they want me. They just pick me up, dancing about in Ijora. We danced to Rose Palace. This is our candidate. That's where the problem started. So I was installed on June 5th, 1994. I was taken to court. From my court, I won at the High Court. I won at the Appeal Court, Supreme Court too. We have settled. About 4 months ago, we settled at Supreme Court. So we battled it from 1994 for 20 years. Litigation. That's why it's not an easy road.
A great lover of sports, OYEYINKA AREMU AROMIRE's humane personality, his humility, openness, and cosmopolitan outlook has earned him the respect, love, and administration of the people whose support he continues to enjoy. OYEYINKA AREMU AROMIRE is married to Olori Tolani Aborishade Ashabi AROMIRE, and they are blessed with children and grandchildren.
Bàbá kábíyèsí èèyàn dáadáa ọmọ tó ti bí dáadáa tó tún fùwà dáadáa ní kábíyèsí èèyàn dáadáa ni àtìgbà tá a ti débí bàbá ìlàkọ́ bá lò lẹ́yìn ọwá kàn ohun tó tún ṣe fún wa ṣe ló mú wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá tó bá tiẹ̀ ti gbóhùn mi báyìí tí n bá ní kábíyèsí tí n bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ìyá wa lẹ jẹ́.